So today I want to talk about something very shameful that's been trending, an animal welfare fraternity. So I have kept my mouth shut for a long time. I have maintained silence over the matter. As you all know, I'm from Assam. I'm from the northeast region, and a few weeks back there was this Durga Rai, who is a very well-known person in the animal welfare fraternity. Everybody knows her for her work. I have tremendous respect for her work. This lady has done a lot for the animals over the years. She's a veteran, no doubt about it. She went about abusing the Northeasterners over dog meat eating, in the Northeast region. There she said such things which were absolutely racist to the core, and absolutely abusive to the Northeasterners. She said things like, "Tum log kutta billi kha ke tum log ka shakal kutta billi ho gaya hai." I mean, that is just not even 1% of what she said, And there was a furor over it. People from the north stalked her. I mean, they literally stalked her for days, all right? And this lady, I think, had lost her marbles, okay? Literally lost her marbles. And at that point of time, I let it go thinking, that there was seriously something wrong with her, all right? And I just let it go, saying Durga Rai is being Durga Rai, all right? And just 2-3 days back, I saw another stalwart from the animal welfare fraternity named Hemachaudhury from the NGO called Bezuvan going on a tirade, a rant against the Naga people, against Nagaland for the dog meat trade that takes place out there. And that was horrible. Even worse than what Durga Rai had put across. I mean, she went to the extent of saying that, मैं उनका गला काट दूंगी, वो लोग मेरे सामने आए तो मैं उनका गला काट दूंगी. Somebody was commenting on her thread, and where the person said, a Bengali who I'm sure eats chicken, fish, meat, and whatnot, egg, dairy, all right, said that these people are not humans. They are not human beings, and unko maar dena chahiye. To that, her response was, एक दो नागा दिख गया, लेके आ जाना भाई, ठीक है, उनको कुत्ते से कटवा के भेज देंगे. I mean, I think she deleted the original post because the people of Northeast, trolled her for it, okay? And but the number of times that she said chinky, the number of times that she spoke about the appearance of the Northeasterners, and it was absolutely racist to the core, and it makes me really sad because, I mean, first of all, I'm really embarrassed to the core because no matter what it is my fraternity. I am a part of the animal welfare fraternity of Mumbai, whether I like it or not, and when I see a fellow activist, a fellow animal welfare person, stooping to such lows and stupidity, and hypocrisy, all right, and do this, it's an embarrassment to me, trust me. I mean, more than, like I identify myself as the animal welfare fraternity, so it's a huge embarrassment to me, and then when I step back, and think for a while, it hurts me. I mean, what are these people doing? Have they lost their marbles? Do they not have common sense? Do they, I mean, where is their sense of logic? Where is their sense of common sense? I want to ask Hemachaudhury, if she consumes meat and dairy, does she eat chicken, fish, mutton? I mean, I think she's a Bengali. Do you like kosher mangsho, Hema? Did you ever have kosher mangsho, Hema? Did you not have fish ever? Do you have eggs, Hema? Do you consume dairy, Hema? Do you not? All right. So when we went on a tirade against the Naga people and the Northeasterners about the illegal dog meat trade that goes out there, all right, did you think for a while that you are, a meat eater yourself? If you're given up meat, which is fine, okay, but in that case, should you not have questioned, the people next door to you, who consume chicken, who consume meat, who consume eggs, who consume dairy. Did you ever think to question them? Let me ask you, Hemachaudhury and Durga Rai, what's the difference between a dog and a chicken? What's the difference between a dog and a goat? What's the difference between a dog and a cow? What's the difference between a dog and a fish? What is the difference after all? You please explain to me, isn't this hypocrisy to the core? All right? And you did not think for a while that Northeast, is an extremely sensitive region. All right? There are already people out there who feel very, very alienated from the rest of India. They call the Indians, the rest of India, mainlanders. All right? They have, ideas about self-autonomy, self-determination. There are militant groups in the Northeast region who are fighting for self-autonomy, self-determination. Before you went on such a tirade, a stupid one, okay, on a social media platform, should you have not thought, what you're inciting, what you're provoking, that you're antagonizing a people who already face a lot of racism, in their own country, all right, in their own country, and that you're antagonizing a people, who already call you mainlanders, who do not feel safe in the rest of the country, all right. You are provoking and antagonizing and inciting, this lot of people, okay. Let me ask you, Hemachaudhury, okay. I mean, you say that you will cut the throat of the Nagas because they eat dog meat. Why didn't you say that about the people who eat chicken or fish or goats or who consume dairy? What's the difference, Hema? What's the difference? And did you not even think for a while before you went on a tirade, you and Durga, that you are antagonizing a people, based on their cultural choice of food. There is absolutely no difference between these animals. All are sentient, all want to live, right? All feel pain, all feel love, okay? All suffer as much as you do, all right? But what we eat or we do not eat is absolutely cultural, okay? That is the only difference there. There is no other difference, And of course, to that, your ignorance and your hypocrisy, okay? For the first time in my life, I've always been very patriotic. I'm a nationalist, okay? I have never considered myself to be any different from the rest of the Indians, though over the years, I have faced so much of racism in this country, so much that I've never faced it anywhere else in the world, all right? But my own people have always thrown that on me, calling me chinky. You think that is a word to laugh at? That's not a word to laugh at. You're not the end of it. I am at the end of it. The other Northeasterners at the end of it. All right. I am very sure you have never been to Northeast. I'm very sure. I'm very sure that you have very little geographical or political knowledge about the Northeast, okay? You have absolutely no idea. You have no idea that the Northeast is a very integral part of India, whether you mainlanders are aware of it or not, And for the first time today, I am saying mainlanders. I've never seen. I'm calling you mainlanders, all right? I'm calling you mainlanders because you make me feel this way. You make me feel this way. You make me feel different, all right? Why? I mean, I don't even want to talk about the rest, The Northeast is a region that is bordered by countries like China, countries like Myanmar, countries like Nepal, countries like Bangladesh. Do you understand how important this region is geopolitically to India? Did you even think of that before antagonizing a people who already believe that the mainlanders are against them? Why? Why do you do that? Did you even think for a while before saying, that I'm going to cut the throat of every Naga, okay? Did you think, that your next door neighbor or you maybe, you're eating chicken, all right? So much hypocrisy and so much ignorance and so much stupidity, I mean, I can laugh it off, but to tell you the truth, for the first time in my life ever, I have said I have said you mainlanders, all right? I've never said that before. I've always thought myself to be a proud Indian, despite all the racism that I've faced in this country, from my own people that I consider my own people, all right? But for today, for the first time, because I was sitting with a friend of mine from the animal welfare. And when I said, hey, you know what, chinky is a very racist word, and he started laughing. And I was shocked. I mean, why do you laugh at this? Why do you laugh at this? Is it something to laugh at? Is it something to laugh at? You're not the end of it, all right? You're not at the end of it, I mean, what do you guys want? Do you guys want us to be separated? Do you guys want us not to be a part of India? What do you want? Do you guys want us to fight for self-autonomy, even with more fierceness? Because from somebody who would say, I'm a proud Indian, today I'm saying you mainlanders, all right? Thanks to your stupidity. Because I know you're not the only one. I had a person sitting right next to me and laughing at the word chinky. He didn't understand the gravity, of what that word represents. I mean, that's just stupidity. I am used to, all this foul language in the animal welfare fraternity. I'm used to all this stupidness, and craziness in the animal welfare fraternity. I think it to be a very, very dirty place, but yet there's a limit to everything. There's a limit to everything. And in this, Hema and Durga, I mean, you all are, maybe you did this, to get attention, to get publicity. I don't know why you did this, I don't know why you did this. I mean, people, you guys who have been at the helm of affairs, for so long, you're not young girls. You are like, you've been in animal welfare for so long. I find it really hard to believe that you don't have brains, okay? You don't have little gray matter out here. Really? I mean, really? So it must be just for attention. But what have you done? What have you done? I mean, so my question to you, Hema, the tyrant that you went with against the Naga people and the Northeasterners, Durga, again, you, for what you've done, what you've said against the Northeasterners, all right? Would you dare do this against the people of Maharashtra, the Maharashtrians, for their consumption of chicken? Would you do this? Would you say, I'll cut your throat, all right? So I challenge you, please do that. Durga and Hema, this is my open challenge to you. Please do a Facebook Live and you say the same things that you said about the Naga people and the Northeasterners, okay? You say, you Maharashtrians, I'm gonna cut your throats for eating chicken and mutton. Please do that, all right? Please do that.